Hello and welcome back to House Flipper 2 and the Great Sandbox tutorial. Continue on into our discussions and tutorials on jobs. We are going to take a look at the next tool in our toolbox, and that is going to be the wall quests option. So under wall quests, as soon as we come in, it kind of doesn't really look like it does anything, right? You have this little outline, you have no idea really what you're looking at until you hit Q. So once you're into Q, you now have three options: present, future, and destructibility. So you can set, right now we're in the presence, so anything we're doing now is stuff that you want people to do now, versus into the future, so you want the player to do next, like for instance building a wall. And then destructibility, you can set certain walls to be indestructible so the player can't accidentally break them, or you can make them all destructible and allow the player just to destroy to their heart's delight, even though they probably won't achieve anything by doing so. So with the present, you'll now notice we have mark to demolish and then we have unmark. So really we're just setting the player up to say, hey, I want you to demolish that much of the wall. And now we have this salmon color, it looks like. That's telling us what we've marked. You can easily unmark it. You can unmark a portion of it. There we go. And so now I've set it to this much. And if I were to go to destructibility, I can say indestructible is going to be that, and that. Alright, so let's go test this out. So I'm going to go into test property, turn our lights back on. Alright, so now you see our outline where we have to demolish. And if I try to destroy any of these, it doesn't give me the option. Nothing there. And this way we can prevent the player from destroying too much. We can specifically outline what we want them to destroy. Alright, so let's exit testing. Now, if we come in here, go to wall quests, and we go to future. So you'll notice the whole thing just turned into the future. Now we can see the outline of what we had the player destroy. And now I want them to build something here. If I select them to build here, it is not going to let them, because it makes zero sense for you to have the player destroy something only for them to have to build it back. Now, if I were to kind of clip outside, and let's say I have them do that. There we go. All right. We can do the same as before. We can unmark items. Oops. There we go. So we can do like that. I don't know why you would do this, but I'm just giving you some options here for how we handle this. Alright, so let's go in and test the property. Turn our light on. Break our wall. Okay, now we need to go outside here to do this. And we have to, as the player, build our wall up. Now if the player does this, it lets them do it because we haven't prevented them from being able to do something like that. And there's nothing really that says the player can't just go in and fill the whole thing in anyway. And as developers, and a longtime developer myself, I can tell you right now, people are just going to be agents of chaos. So they will do something like this, even though that's not what was intended. So just keep that in mind when you're working on wall quests. It can be, some people can have some level of chaos ability when we're working on this. Alright, so let's exit the testing and let's go ahead and let's unmark this little section here, and let's go into the future and let's unmark this section here. Now we can go in and say with destructibility we can unmark it, specifically like a small section, so we could revert back, or we can just click change indestructible walls to destructible, so all at once they're all back to the way we started. Alright, so we have covered so far item quests, surface quests, clear surface quests, and wall quests. So with that, I hope you learned something new and can put it to practice, and I will see y'all next time. Thanks.